AED, El Dorado Hills, Sacramento area. I just wrapped up this car right here. It's a little noisy, so excuse the noise. I just wrapped it up. It's a Gen 2. This car's been here before. It's been tuned already. I did it along about a year ago, but we just did a couple upgrades, ported Cobra jet, Ford Racing air intake. It had like a JLT before. And Sean put a couple of his little secret touches on it to see if it'll gain a little bit of power. It's been known to gain a few mile per hour and drop a little bit of ET, so let's see how it does, man. We're just trying to make a little bit more power out of it, squeeze as much as we can out of it. It's a 1990, super clean car. 1990, it's got Dakota digitals. T56 now, had a TKO before. It's got a T56. Battery in the trunk, nothing to see there. So yeah, let's see what it does, man. We're trying to pick up a little bit, man. Even if we could pick up a few horsepower, man, that's we didn't invest too much money in it, so it's not as long as it picks up like 10 or something and you can feel a little difference, 10 or 15, that's fine. We'll see how much it makes overall. The man with the magic over there, and Duke, my boy Duke right here. Yeah, so we'll see. What else? Right now it's currently running 91. It will have a tune for 91 and E85. It's just a Gen 2 ported Cobra jet, Ford Racing throttle body. I think that might be it is a monoblade, Ford Racing air intake. It's got stock cams, so it doesn't have the aftermarket cams or anything, which is probably gonna be the only thing left to do to it all motor. Eventually, I'd say by the end of this year, beginning of next year, this car will be getting a Whipple or something. Again, 91 octane still. I don't know if he's doing a pull or if he's just kind of cycling through the gears. That was the first pull. That was the first pull on 91, and the gains were really good. I'm not gonna tell you guys yet. I'll get the dyno sheet afterwards. But with Sean's little secret procedure, man, it picked up quite a good amount. As of right now, it picked up 15 wheel horsepower just from what he did, and I'll explain it to you guys. If he's cool with me showing people, then that's cool. I'll show everybody. But he did one little change, man, and it picked up 15 horsepower from that. We'll see what the final numbers are. That was on 91. The car's only on 91 right now. All right, so now that we got all of the 91 pulled out of it and we swapped over to E85, did a couple just regular cycling through the gears, holding the RPM at a certain level just to make sure we got straight E85 in it now. This should be the first E85 pull here. All right, here we are in the 1990 Gen 2 Coyote T56 Cobra Jet E85 car. Originally, I had made a video on this car right after we got it tuned, but it wouldn't let me upload. The video was having issues, whatever, so I ended up, I think, just deleting all of that. And I'll try to kind of patch in the dyno session that we had with it and at least include that And some of the things I say now might not match the other video because it was like a month ago, so bear with me here. So the car originally, I believe, had made like like 450 or so. It made like 450 or so on the dyno, and then we changed. We put a different cold air intake. We had a different one. I don't want to say what it was, but we had I don't want anyone getting mad, but we had a Ford Racing air intake. We have a Ford Racing air intake on it now, and then we added. Sean at AED did a little trick that he does to them to pick up some extra horsepower, and then that proved to have worked a lot. It was the only thing changed was the air intake. We ended up putting the Ford Racing air intake on it, and then we did that little trick that he does to the air intake, and a ported intake manifold, ported by Brett Barber at AFS. Those were the only two things changed, and then we had a retune. The tuning conditions on the first time we tuned the car, like last year, were actually better than this time. This time it was a little bit hotter. And the car made, I want to say, like 18 more horsepower than it did the first time. With, again, the changes being the air intake, the porting, and that's it. So I think it picked up about 18. On the other videos that I attached to this one here, I think I'll state it on there. But I want to say now it's making like 4... again, I'm sorry, man. I'll try to attach the video where the numbers are accurate. So just keep watching, or I'll put it before. But it was about 460 something. I think like 465 or something that it's making now. Again, it's just the 100% stock Gen 2 with just stock cam still. Intake manifold, Ford Racing cold air intake, and it's on E85. Actually, you know what I remember now? The 91 numbers were higher than the first tune. So we ended up making 91 octane numbers the same as the E85 numbers from the first tune. So it did pick up quite a bit. It actually picked up more on 91. And then the E85 numbers were just a tad bit higher. So right now the car has I just did the clutch on it. We're having issues with the previous clutch, so I just did the clutch on this car. So I'm taking it kind of easy on it. I'm not gonna be doing anything too aggressive on the car today. Dip right here, man. This street right here, Julio. Hella ugly. I hate this. I wish there was a way around this. It really isn't, though. As far as suspension, and again, if I'm repeating myself from these videos to the next video, bear with me, man. I don't remember what I said on the last ones because about a month ago. I'll try to crop it out, that way it doesn't sound too repetitive. But as far as suspension, this car is actually that's far from basic, but it's got in the front tubular K-member, tubular A-arms, coilovers, strange shocks and struts all around, the Tedway adjustables. It's got tubular K-member, tubular A-arms, strange shocks and struts, coilovers, catch cam plates, Eibach front and rear sway bars, subframe connectors. In the rear, it's got adjustable Maxim Motorsports lower control arm to adjust the ride height. It has also the Eibach sway bar in the rear, strange adjustable shocks in the rear, panhard bar. I think that's it. It's got those Cadillac, what are they, 4-piston or 6-piston brakes in the front. It's got Cobra rear end, 410 gears with a T56. Dakota digital gauges We've been over this car before, but just in case. Super clean black interior. I really like this interior. If there's one thing I really like about this car is the interior. My favorite part of the car. Cobra seats front and rear. Ooh. So we're talking about the 1990 Gen 2 T56, which was that white one, black interior, obviously the one you guys just watched. So originally, the first time with the different air intake and a non-ported Cobra jet, it made on 91, it made around 452 horsepower, and then on E85, it made about 465. Now that was before, that was with the tune we got, I think last year or earlier this year. I'm pretty sure it was last year. Now, after Ford Racing cold air intake and the ported air intake, it made on 91, it made 465 on 91. So the same numbers that it was making on the 85, it made on 91 now. And the conditions of the day of the tuning on this day, it was a lot fresher. I got that one a morning appointment. It was a lot fresher. Again, this was either last year or earlier this year. And then this day was a lot warmer. I think I had an afternoon appointment this time. I can't remember, but it made, on this last time, the tune that's on there now, it made 465 on 91. I'm assuming because of the Ford Racing cold air intake and the port job by Brett Barber on the Cobra jet. And then on E85, I do remember this. I do have a picture of that one. It made 479, 417. So 479 horsepower, 417 torque on E85, ported Cobra jet and the new Ford Racing cold air intake. So just wanted to show you guys that. I didn't want to leave it all up in the air and kind of unanswered questions and whatnot. So, yeah. Again, that'll kind of wrap up the video on that one. In the video, you can obviously see me driving it. I have the camera on my head. I'm not trying to do no pulls. I'm not trying to do no crazy driving. I had my kid in the car, so don't go talking shit saying, oh, that's all it, you know, it looks slow, yada, 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 whatever. I got my kid in the car, and I had just replaced the clutch. So yeah, I'll be doing some videos on this guy here. Nice little clean coupe. I don't know why. Everything I do are coupes. I've done like 1 or 2 hatchbacks, dude. Everything. 2 hatchbacks. Everything else is coupes. And this one here, which is Maxim Motorsports everything front to back, which also has some super clean interior. So I'll be doing videos on both, and then I'll keep you guys posted, man. I'm trying to focus a lot more on making videos now. So hopefully you guys will see me at least once a week, maybe every 2 weeks. I got a video coming on a full price list, excuse me, on Coyote swaps, because that's the #1 question I get. So now I could just refer people to the video. But there it is. Thanks for watching, guys.